Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at a Na'Vi demo in particular from Boombl4's point of view, and it's going to be about his style of play and how you can apply it to your own matchmaking games. So one of the problems with pickup games, in particular at non-high level, so like when I say non-high level, I mean everything basically below global, everything below Faceit level, like 6 or 7, is that people really don't take mid control. Like people really don't utilize mid control that much on Mirage, and it's something very important. So for example, like if you want to be pushing, a lot of people like when they go for an A push, they just throw smokes and everyone comes out palace and palace and ramp, but they don't ever come like con as well. Like in like pro games, you have at least 2 3 people taking mid control, but that can be very hard to coordinate with your teammates. You have people flashing out for people towards connector, towards short, etc., smoking things. But what you can do if you're playing alone is take mid control by yourself with the way Boombl4's takes it. So in this demo, I'm going to show you how Boombl4's takes mid control, and he doesn't do it exactly alone because he needs a teammate at the start of the round to throw a smoke for him. And that smoke is usually towards window or short. And we're going to see exactly what happens. So let's get right into it. So this is Na'Vi's first gun round. In the pistol round, and which they lose, and then in the second round they don't really buy, they don't have smoke, so Boombl4's doesn't go for the usual mid control, but here he does, and we're actually going to start the demo here. Let's start it, and we're going to see Electronic. I'm pretty sure is always the guy who throws the smoke. He's gonna buy up a smoke, obviously Boombl4 on the buy, and if we look over to the right side HUD, everybody has a smoke. Yep, so it's Electronic. Is it no, it's Perfecto this time because he's going to be throwing the smoke. So you see, he throws it right from spawn, and that smoke goes over to window, and it plops on very quickly, and it blocks off Jame just now, and Boombl4 comes out like a second later. And he's able to take that fight on towards connector early. So Jame is smoked out, and he says, I don't have mid control, so that's why the connector player there, Yikinda, comes out and takes mid control, and Boombl4 is ready. As you can see, he threw a flash for him. Which flashed him, and now he even finds the pick on towards connector, and he's attracted the attention of that short player, which is why Perfecto is able to pick up Buster there. Buster was looking towards Boombl4, so there was effectively only one side player that Na'Vi had to deal with. So Boombl4's contribution to this round was very, very big, because he was able to take mid control quickly. They were able to isolate the AWP player, so this was a very clean round from Na'Vi, a very clean B take. So let's go into third person view here again, and let's slow it down, and let's see who throws the smoke this time. It's Simple, I think, or Electronic. It was Electronic. So Electronic threw the smoke again from spawn towards window, and let's see what that does. Again, blocks off the AWP player. He can't peek, he has to get boosted into vent. Boombl4 is able to go up towards con early, smokes it off, molly's short, and Na'Vi are preparing for a B push, and Boombl4 is gonna push on through connector to sort of aid them. He doesn't actually expect the ladder player and even gets spotted, but Jane doesn't push out because he only has a USP. So here, Boombl4 might have died, but in the first place, if you have a ladder player, it's probably only one player towards B. So even if you get caught out, your teammates are pushing into a one-man stack, into a one-man site, which means that they're able to more easily take it. And the round here is just a post plant, so nothing too interesting. So let's see how he takes mid control again. Let's speed up. Again, you see, that was Electronic who threw the smoke for him. Early smoke into window. And also, I haven't stressed enough, that flash that Boombl4 just threw, he throws it essentially every round. And every round, Na'Vi smoke window, by the way. Every time they're on a gun round, they have a smoke, they do that. Even if they're not taking mid control, to condition virtus.pro to expect a mid take every single round. So here you see, Boombl4 is playing a bit more slowly. He's going to re-smoke window. He's going to go towards short, and it's a bit risky for him to use his smoke on toward window, but if they're doing a slow round, he has to sort of do it because the smoke clears. Now he knows there's a ladder player, and Boombl4 pushes on towards short. he's actually able to lurk around here for a while, survive. Bit went through underpass, I believe, towards mid. And Boombl4's gets traded here 1-for-1, but he attracts attention to himself, and that weakens the B site. So this is the third time that Na'Vi have taken the B site with the help of Boombl4 from mid, and they've done so successfully. So Boombl4 doing a lot here to help Na'Vi, and again it's Perfecto, who throws the smoke, and he's even able, if you notice here, he's able to buy another nade beyond the smoke that he just used. So yeah, if you're the guy who's throwing the smoke, you want to like buy another nade after you throw the smoke, because why wouldn't you if you have the money? So Boombl4 here actually was a bit talking about something else, but he pushed down and he died to the comp player, and did he die to the comp player? Yeah, he did. So he took the fight of the comp player. This is something that's gonna happen to you sometimes. Obviously, you can't win every duel. But he took the fight. He flashed himself out, and he just got out-aimed. So, you know, sometimes you win the duel and you take an easy round. Sometimes you lose the duel. But Na'Vi actually still won the round. So off of him losing that fight in connector, Na'Vi just said, okay, we've lost our mid presence. Let's just push onto a site as fast as we can. Hope to take them by surprise. So yeah, gonna happen. Let's speed up. And who throws the smoke? Nobody. So no one throws the smoke this time. So I guess they're not going to mid presence. Yeah. Okay. I thought they threw a mid smoke every time, but no. Now you see Boombl4. That's not Boombl4. It's Simple Cruise. Just waiting for the mid push. So this time they didn't throw their mid smoke. Maybe they'll do it delayed. Let's see. So Simple flash out mid. Boombl4 actually failed that molly. That molly's supposed to bounce off this wall here. Like you see how there's this red thing there, like above connector. It's supposed to bounce off that into window. But he actually failed it. And that's how they were gonna take mid control. But someone else remollied it for him. Bit did. And now they're gonna smoke window, right? So they don't do it at the start of the round, but they take mid control delayed. But in your matchmaking games, you're essentially just gonna want to smoke window like every round, essentially just condition it. So yeah, connector push here from Boombl4, and they take 3. They might have just read that virtus.pro in a full pistol round, so they didn't. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. In the pro level, there's a lot of mind gaming and shit like that, so that has something to do with it. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, in your matchmaking games, most games, you want to smoke window. Okay, so let's see the next round here. Does someone smoke it? No. Oh, you have the slow window smoke this time. So let's see how Boombl4 plays it when there's a slow. Oh no, that's a short smoke. Okay, so that's a short smoke. So I guess Electronic or Perfecto, the two people who know how to throw the spawn smokes, didn't have the correct spawn or something. And by the way, I should have mentioned this at the start. There's gonna be a link to the smokes in the description, in the video description. So just go down there and check it out. It's on csgonades.com. So the link is to one of the smokes, but in the description of the smoke, you can see all the smokes and how to throw them for 128 tick and 64 tick. But yeah, so now that he's thrown the top mid smoke, Boombl4 just sticks around top boxes, and he just takes, you know, the top box control. That's a CT smoke actually, but it aids Boombl4 perfectly, so he's gonna use it because it covers him from connector, and he's gonna look towards the short fight. Bits there showed some presence on underpass, and it helped Boombl4 push up, so he didn't do that alone. Now Boombl4 pushes through short, gets 2 kills, and that's the end of the round essentially. They've taken the B site, and it's a post plan. So yeah, if you don't have a smoke if your teammates can't smoke window early or at all, and they decide to smoke top mid instead, just so you can get out early, you get to these top boxes, you can smoke window yourself. But then, when you're pushing up, your path has to be something like this. Like if you're going short, you want to be coming up here, then you're taking the mid connector fight, you check connector, and then you have to take the short fight and hope that nobody peeks you from connector. Unless you have like a teammate helping you watch connector or smoke connector for you, something like that. So if you're going short, there is a small risk, and if you're going down towards connector again, you can be looking towards short, make sure there's no one there. But as you're pushing into connector, you can't be watching it. You have to hope that nobody peeks you as you're pushing. So that's sort of the cost of nobody throwing your mid smoke early. But this time, yes, you saw that someone did smoke window early for him, and you see the smoke pops. Yekindar can't peek. You have Boomage here, who's throwing nades on mid, faking mid presence. And let's see, that draws Jame around, that draws Yakinda. And Jame is rotating early because they're expecting a B play, because that's what Na'Vi been doing all the time when they've thrown these nades. But now Na'Vi've actually pushed onto A, so that's a great read there from Na'Vi to sort of realize when they've conditioned virtus.pro enough, and they've taken the B side. So this is a straight mind game. If you do that a lot, if you do the same strat a lot in matchmaking, your opponents are probably gonna overreact in that way as well. So obviously you don't know if it's gonna be on the third or fourth or fifth round, but now you've done the read perfectly here. Good job there by Boomage and by Blade, the in-game leaders of the team. But yeah, post plant here, nothing too much to see. Let's see what happens this round. Speed up. Where's my cursor? Where's my cursor? There we go. Oh, timeout. So yeah, you see he's preparing to throw the smoke. And smoke goes out and into the window. They're actually going to molly it out this time. So Jame is actually going to be able to peek through the gap of the smoke. And Boomage goes down. You see, even he flashed out for himself. I actually kind of want to see this round from James' point of view. Just to see what your opponents know of the trick to molly connector or to molly window. They are going to do that at some point. So you see James here. He's not actually not the one who throws the molly. But yeah, he's gonna peek on in, and the flash doesn't even flash him because the flash explodes like here, I think, like towards the right side of the stairs, and as you can see, he could only see like this part of the map. So yeah, that flash is not very effective against players who are watching window through the gap smoke. But yeah. So let's go on to the next round. So yeah, early dev there for Boomage. Again, risks of playing mid sometimes gonna happen to you. There he is, our boy, the boy, Boomage. There we go. So we have a top mid smoke here. I guess no one had the spawn for the window smoke. Smoke comes down. Maybe Na'Vi don't like Chronic and Perfecto don't know every single T-spawn smoke, but I'm pretty sure there's a smoke for like 90% of positions from spawn. So, or maybe they're just deciding not to throw it. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it's enough for one teammate to know the smoke because even if they can't afford the smoke, you can always buy a smoke and well, you kind of want to have a smoke, but you can ask a teammate to drop them a smoke. Right, so, but yeah, the idea of someone else throwing the smoke is that you want to have a smoke. So maybe you could have a smoke, but you don't really want to throw it because it takes up time, and you want to be there as fast as you can. So if you're throwing it yourself and then someone's throwing you a smoke, you're kind of wasting the first 1 or 2 seconds of the round by throwing the smoke yourself. So you see Boomage here, he throws this smoke after, you know, obviously they've smoked top con, or no, they smoked top mid. And he's taking mid control, and he's thrown that smoke so that he can isolate the connector fight. And actually, if we just go into third person view, when he throws the smoke, it's actually supposed to land a bit here, farther to the left, so that he has a gap, and he can peek out like this to take the short fight without him looking at con. But the smoke actually landed towards the center, so he couldn't see as he came out the smoke, and it was a very easy kill for Sanji, I think, was the short player who killed Boomich. So you're gonna want to throw that a bit better than him. Obviously, you saw the lineup he used, so you can copy it and adjust it so that it doesn't fail like his. 2 seconds, no spawn smoke. So this is actually a window smoke that's delayed, and this is a smoke that you want to throw if your teammate is peeking towards top mid. So you saw Simple there, he peeked up towards top mid. They took mid with a few more players, and yeah, so Simple was able to take the fight towards mid, and Simple is just Simple, so he's about to win them the round. But yeah, so that smoke is not even necessary to pro from spawn. You can just have Simple take the mid fight. Boomish crosses over to behind boxes, and he just throws the smoke from here. That's a very easy lineup, I'm sure you know it. But yeah, let's go into the next round. See what happens here. You have nobody throwing the window smoke. They just throw a top mid smoke. Boomich comes out with his usual flash. He throws that flash every round. And yeah, he's actually able to catch Yakinda. So Yakinda should have been flashed here. Let's actually don't want to be... but yeah, let's see what Yakinda did. So he's actually out window. He's actually going to push through the molly. Yeah, so he turned around from the flash. He saw the flash coming and he turned around and he got the kill onto Boomich. So again, just risks of taking mid, but it's something that's worth doing. Sometimes you are going to get picked up and it's going to suck at the start of the round, but... you know, every fight is a 50-50. When you throw the flash, you're looking towards con, you're expecting the push to come in. Sometimes you're going to find Yakinda, sometimes Yakinda's going to find you. Right, so let's see what happens this round. I guess he's preparing to throw the smoke. Yeah, he is. So yeah, he throws it. Smoke comes down window. And Boomich, again, with his usual flash. He actually has a teammate with him this time, Simple, who's throwing another flash to take mid. Jane picks up Simple. But they might have an inkling that there's still Boomich around mid. Boomich obviously has his smoke. He's actually going to push through this connector smoke that virtus.pro have thrown. So he hears Yakinda reloading, and he misses his opportunity to get the kill there. That should be a kill for Boomich every day of the week. But he actually misses it. But it's a very nicely timed push. So we've seen, let's just pause here. On 2 occasions now, Boomich has used the smoke that his opponents have thrown. Once, his opponents threw this like smoke here on short. That's essentially so that the short player can watch towards connector through like a cheeky one-way. And Boomich actually used it to push up, and he found 2 kills, I think, in that round. And this round, they threw the usual con smoke that you're going to see at pro level very often. And Boomich used it as cover from short. That's the reason why he pushed through it, because it protects him from short. And he almost found Yakinda, because he timed his push very well. So, as the mid player, you're going to have to be able to sort of improvise sometimes when your opponents give you smokes, which you can use them. And Boomich, very late into the round, he's just thrown his smoke. And now his position's known. And he's going to get into ladder room and just be a pester. He's going to stick around ladder room for a while. You see the bomb is going towards B. So yeah, Navi are preparing for a B take, obviously a bit towards underpass. I think he's going to go back toward his teammates, I presume. So he throws nades. No, he's actually going to commit to the mid push. And Boomich finds a window player here. And there's only 1 player towards B. But obviously, you know, Navi are 2-on-1. It's not going to be an easy take. Bit obviously he died towards mid, yeah, and actually they're actually going to lose the round, and we're going into the last round of the half. But I think it was Bit or Perfecto. I'm pretty sure it was Bit who pushed down through underpass, and he lost this fight over towards connector. So ideally, what you'd want to see is for Bit to take this fight, win the fight, give Boomich some space. Then, like, I presume Bit would have turned back through like underpass or something to go with his teammates. So let's see if there's an early mid smoke. There is. But yeah. So Bit sort of had to find the kill. Would have opened a lot of space for Boomich then from ladder room, because they knew he was in ladder room. So you see now Boomich with a pistol, how he plays this. He tries to do something cheeky, doesn't work out for him. They die, but this is a very, very good T side from Na'Vi. They were able to take like 4 rounds, I think, just because Boomich did so much on mid, like being a pester, and he weakened the sides. The B side, the one round where they took A side because there was only like one player there, because there were two people on. Like there was the one round there was the window player who was concerned with Boomich, the window player, and then the sort of stairs player also sort of had to concern himself with Boomich, and now you were able to push and take the A site. So Boomich's presence there, very big. And by the way, just to know, obviously Boomich, the in-game leader of Na'Vi, I presume a lot of the time, off of the information he takes on mid, he's calling, oh yes, there's two people who've heard my footsteps, right? If he's running down mid, he knows that the window player's hearing him, he knows that the comp player's hearing him. He maybe says push A, maybe he says push B. So he's the one who's perhaps coordinating everything. So that will take some practice. But honestly, incorporating the things that Boomich is doing on the T side into your matchmaking games will make you win a lot more rounds on the T side. So I hope you found this useful. I don't see. I have seen other teams do what Navi are doing here with the one-man mid takes, but it's definitely not like something particularly common. So Navi are the best team in the world. Mirage, besides Nuke, is one of their strongest maps. So you certainly want to be copying them and seeing what they're doing. And thank you guys for watching. I'm rambling at this point. I think I'll just end the video here. So yeah, hope you guys have success.